Hey guys, welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. We are on location day at the Dallas Arboretum. We're at the Red Maple Reel. We're gonna be showing you around an amazing collection of Japanese maples. Stick around, it's gonna be a fun one today.
Hey guys, I'm Tim. If you ever get a chance to come out to the Dallas Arboretum, it's 66 acres right on the edge of a lake. It is beautiful. This place is immaculate. They actually have close to 200 paid employees here who work on the grounds. They've got over 400 volunteers. This place is a work of art, and there's Japanese maples galore everywhere here at the Dallas Arboretum.
All right guys, let's go check this out. We're gonna show you some different pieces from all over this garden, but the maples are on display right now and they look amazing. All right y'all, let's get this party started with some Rhode Island Reds. They have some outstanding specimen size Rhode Island Reds in this garden. It wouldn't be a Red Maple Reel without Rhode Island Red.
Now, Rhode Island Red is what everybody wants with a dwarf red Japanese maple. It has that blood good style foliage, but a perfectly round symmetrical shape. And here they've got them to greet you along the lineway, along the walkway as you're going down Red Maple Reel. I mean, exquisitely shaped, but also these things just have some phenomenal spring color right now. And down here in Dallas, these things have some nice cherry red color.
Really pretty. This is everything you want in a dwarf red Japanese maple. Nice density, leaves the size of blood good, and it's just got color for days. These are so dense and full. There's some great specimens here on display. This Rhode Island Red is absolutely to die for. There's a lot of great specimens. Let's keep checking them out.
Now, while we have the Rhode Island Red on this side of the pathway, on this other side, we have some large red uprights. And it appears that most of them are Emperor 1. There may be a few Fire Glows mixed in, but Emperor 1 is that classic red upright, holds its red so much longer in the season than many of the other red uprights, and it leaves out 2 weeks later, avoiding later threats of frost. For a heat-tolerant red upright Japanese maple, Emperor 1 is a classic from Red Maple Nurseries, and it makes sense to have this on Red Maple Reel. Y'all, there's cool plants here. The reason I know there's cool plants is because a lot of these trees came from the Buckholtz farm, from our Buckholtz farm out in Oregon. Behind us right here, we've got Acer Grisham X Cinnamon Flake. This is such a cool hybrid paperbark maple. The paperbark maple is a hybrid that hybridizes with the Ginko maple, and you get a really unique flaking bark on this, different than the typical paperbark. But it has this unique trifoliate foliage, a gorgeous red fall color, but then that unique winter interest with cinnamon flake. That's flaking cinnamon bark that gives you that added bonus of that winter feature in the garden. I mean, it's not just red maples out here at Red Maple Reel. There's tons of cool plants everywhere.
All right guys, some amazing plants here in the Arboretum. I have to the right of me what I believe to be Acer Kunar Pygmy. Very interesting introduction from Yamina Rare Plant Nursery in Australia. Absolutely exceptional chartreuse witch's broom with some pinkish new growth. Now over here on this side guys, I think what we have here is a purple ghost. Absolutely outstanding plant. I know many of the trees were sold to this Arboretum by Talon Buckholtz. Wouldn't surprise me at all if this is a beautiful purple ghost here in this garden. think I found where all the Acer Japonicums are hiding, guys. Check out this Acer Japonicum Maiku Jaku. You've heard us say it before. It's often referred to as Aconitifolium, sometimes fernleaf. We find Maiku Jaku to be the correct name because it's one of the oldest names in Japanese maples. It's been around a while, and we like to use the original nomenclature. This one is a star, whether it's in the spring garden or it's lighting up with that fall display. There's a lot of Japonicums down this line. There's some amazing maples in this garden. Let's keep checking them out.
I'm standing right beside a really large Acer palmatum Veritus. This thing has a gorgeous shape. Again, this area just creates this mountainous effect when you put a lace leaf in it. And by raising it up, you can actually look in and see the structure of some of these lace leaf Japanese maples. Veritus, also known as waterfall. You know, J.D. Veritus himself actually says that in his papers as well. This tree goes to bright yellows and oranges in the fall, making a beautiful specimen of a green weeping lace leaf to brighten up those darker spaces in the garden. As you can see here, this one here really adds that sort of summery, lively feel with this bright green color you're seeing here. It is an amazing, one of the most quintessential weeping green lace leaves with an amazing shape, reaching 4 to 5 feet in height by 5 to 6 foot in width in 10 years. This is a classic Japanese maple you should definitely try out in your garden. Y'all, we've got some really cool plants here. Right up here, above me, there's a big purple ghost. And right here, flowing along with the waterfall, there's the Acer palmatum Ryusin. Ryusin is one of the newer selections from Kobayashi Momiji-in, the nursery that introduced Tamukiyama. I mean, this is a nursery that's been around for generations and generations, 300 plus years. And this is just flowing down with the waterway. It looks like this one is staked up to about 2 feet and then allowed just to cascade down from there. And it gives a unique feel in the garden, accentuating the water flow and just continuing that fountain-like feel. Excellent way to use Ryusin around a water feature here at the Dallas Arboretum. So as we're walking down this pathway, we see Acer palmatum Osakazuki. Osakazuki is one of the Japanese maples with one of the best fall colors. It gives a nice summery feel down in the summer too, some nice shades of green. Right now, this tree's just rocking it out. Now, one thing that's underrated on Osakazuki are the samaras. As the summer progresses, these things become brighter and brighter red, contrasting well with the green foliage. As a big leaf Acer amenum, they've got it down here with some protection from the hot afternoon sun down here at Dallas Arboretum. But when this thing is going to light up in the fall, it's going to light up this whole garden with a bright orange red.
In the land of Japanese maples, Maawa Yatsubusa is king. I love the reverence they pay for how special Maawa is. It's got its own platform out here. This giant Maawa is stealing the show, and I can only imagine the fall display on this thing. It's got a good bit of shade in this canopy right here, but that display for this one, it is second to none. I love what they're doing with this big Maawa Yatsubusa. Very heat tolerant, but I bet you gets better fall color with all this protection it's getting. Love seeing one this large on display here at the Dallas Arboretum.
I'm standing here with Acer Truncatum Baby Dragon. This is one of the most dwarfed versions of the Shantung maple. Really small foliage, dense compact habit, selection by Metro Maples with that just really fun truncatum leaf, but it fits in smaller spaces in the landscape. It's super heat tolerant and packs a punch in the garden. One of my favorite Shantung maples, selection by our good friend Keith Johansson, who actually patented this tree. This is just such an amazing garden tree for down here in Dallas because of its heat tolerance, its ability to be able to handle more alkaline soils. This is a rock star for this part of the Deep South. Y'all, I found one of my yellows in the garden. I've found Acer Palmatum Orange Dream. It's got a brighter picked up yellow-green color out here in the garden. It sort of brightens up this corner spot, and they peaked it with just a little bit of sunlight that's really gonna brighten up this whole area. I mean, for a tree that gets 8 foot in height in 10 years, this is a pretty large specimen. Selection by our friends in Italy. This is such a really cool Japanese maple because it really gets the unusual yellow colors. I'd venture to say if you came and visited this in another month, you're gonna get even more bleached out colors on Orange Dream. You know I love the color yellow, and down here on the red maple reel, you're gonna find Orange Dream.
For anyone saying you can't grow conifers in heat, check out these cedars.
Check out this Cedars. And check out these Cedars Atlantica glauca pendula. This thing has a great weeping habit to a blue atlas cedar. They're good in cold zones, but they're also doing well here in Dallas, Texas. It amazes me the blue colors that this conifer can provide down here in the high heat. Thriving, doing well down through here along this wall. These trees prove that conifers, yes, conifers, can be grown down here in Texas. Guys, this is pretty special.
All right, y'all, check out this hedge-like growth of Ginko biloba American. There's several on the other side of this hedge. On this side, there's at least 4 to 5 bases of Ginko biloba American. Now, these are trimmed to be more in a gate hedge style. Guys, this is southwest facing sun in Dallas. Absolutely outstanding heat tolerance here. Ginkgos are heat tolerant, pollution tolerant. They're gonna work zones 3 through 9. These American have been grown into this interesting gated hedge kind of area. Absolutely outstanding. Can you imagine this in fall color? I bet it's outstanding. They're eating this heat up. They're soaking this heat up and spitting it out here. It's absolutely amazing. I'm sweating, but Ginko biloba American is not. All right, y'all, that's a conclusion to your day at the Dallas Arboretum with the Mr. Maple crew.
This place is beautiful. If you get a chance to come visit, do it, because this place has tons of cool Japanese maples and other cool plants. I mean, I was even surprised to see all the conifers that were here down here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
The rose garden's buzzing behind us. I hear some brisket calling my name since we're in Texas. We got to get out of here and go check that out.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.